This morning, I am joined by Douglas Hanna, Parade Management Committee Chairman, and Angelique McKay, Deputy Chairman of the Parade Festival Committee, to unpack some of the conversations and uncertainties now swirling around Junkanoo, from new governance proposals to preparation for the season ahead. Good morning to you both, and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning. Thank you.
Yeah, so there's definitely some, I want to say, there's excitement and then there's a little bit of anxiety in the air when it comes to Junkanoo, which is so beloved for so many of us, and wondering what this year is going to look like. So, Mr. Hanna, can you start by shedding a little light on what we can expect?
You can expect the usual and hopefully a little bit, all of the excitement that Bahamians, our guests, are used to for Junkanoo. Junkanoo will be on Bay Street. We are preparing and getting ready for that particular part of the festival. So we're ready for Bay Street. All of the work of the pre-work is being done. So to allay the fears of anyone who have anxiety as to if we're going to have Junkanoo, we're going to have Junkanoo, and we're going to have good Junkanoo.
Okay. So what are some of the, changes in terms of the governance that we, I guess it's not necessarily going to affect us as the people who partake in it, but for those who are participating, what are those rule changes?
No major rule changes. The changes that the Junkanoo parades are now being managed by the National Junkanoo Committee.
Uh-huh.
Yes. The National Junkanoo Committee, it's an arm out of the Ministry of Youth and Culture. The parades were previously being managed by the Junkanoo Corporation of New Providence.
Okay.
So that is the change. That is the major change. With regards to rules, persons asking about the rules, there are hardly any rule changes because the NJC and this parade management team sort of came into the game a bit late. So there could be no changes except very few things, and I think they are minute, but there are no major changes. So persons are asking, well, what is going to change? What the major change? Junkanoo is going to be governed by rules that everyone used to, yes.
Okay, so it's the who rather than the what that's really going to change in terms of the governance.
That's the major change,
Okay.
Yes.
All right, thank you for breaking that down for us. Okay, so Ms. McKay, from the Parade Festival Committee's perspective, how are festival logistics as well as Junkanoo groups, supporting or evolving in light of these very recent changes?
Well, the festival, we're now going to have something called Bahamas Junkanoo Festival.
Okay.
And it's going to span several days from December 18th to the 1st of January.
Oh, wow.
And what that would look like, there would be 5 days and the 2 parade days. So that's 7 days inclusive of the 2 parades that will span that time that will have festival activities going on. The hook or the tagline for the festival is experience the authentic energy and excitement of the spirit of Junkanoo. So you get to attend this festival, all of the elements of a festival, live entertainment, roving artists, Junkanoo performances, cardboard manipulation. We're giving people an opportunity to dive into the creative arts of Junkanoo so that when you see the parades, you're like, wow, this came from here. So it also gives Junkanoo artists an opportunity to generate some revenue during this time of year. Because you've heard all of these years is like we pour money into Junkanoo, and when I say we, I include myself in that because I am Junkanoo, right? So we've created this festival that gives Junkanoo artists an opportunity to generate revenue as a result of it. We've reached out to all of the Junkanoo groups. We have Junkanoo artists that are also going to be quote unquote dolls of Junkanoo, so they're going to be walking around, getting photo opportunities, and these are things that they will be paid for. We're giving Junkanoo groups an opportunity to have a space at the festival to sell their paraphernalia. During the Junkanoo season, a lot of group fans an enthusiast was like, I don't know, I need a shirt. I need something with my group logo. You're going to be able to get it at the festival.
Oh, Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah, so live entertainment, roving artists, great food, mixologists creating signature drinks for the event. So we have a festival going on.
Okay, so where is the festival going to be
Okay,
taking
so
place?
we have 2 locations. It's going to be downtown because we're keeping everything in tune and in line with the spirit of Junkanoo. So we'll have 2 days on Woods Rogers Wharf and Pompey Square.
Okay.
And 3 days we will have activities east of East Street. So we'll have a whole festival ambiance and set up smack dab in the middle of Bay Street. So it's going to be the festival days. I can't remember all of the days because of the logistics, the specific ones, but it will happen from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. because we want these festivals, we want our visitors as well as our locals to be able to participate in that festival. So if you came on day 1 and you have days off and you came early, if you come on day 2, you get to experience something different than you would have experienced on day 1. So festivals also give our artists, our creative industry, an opportunity to really shine because it taps into all of the creative sectors, with Junkanoo being the #1 cultural expression of the people of the Bahamas, the Bahamas Junkanoo Festival.
I mean, this sounds like an incredible event, and you talked about that space between Christmas and New Year's where a lot of people are off from work, kids are off from school, and you're kind of like, what day is it? What am I supposed to be doing today? And so that's such an enriching activity, I think, for obviously both locals as well as tourists
Exactly.
to really get an appreciation because Junkanoo is truly an art form, not just coming down Bay Street, but the costumes, everything that goes into it. It's a lot of work, and I think that's really excellent. In terms of the way that the shift to the management committee, and I guess some of those conversations with the JCNP, as well as groups who were kind of in debate, this has probably been the most hotly contested lead up to a Junkanoo season. What do you say to the public who feels like that's going to take some of the energy or bring negativity to Junkanoo?
I say no. One of the main concerns was that how many groups are going to Bay Street. Have you seen recently that all groups are going to Bay? So I say to those who have concerns, the excitement is there. The excitement is really building up. For us, the parade management team, we're going to ensure that we communicate with all stakeholders to see what their concerns are. We don't see many concerns now. The big concerns now, one of them you talked about, the public, what is going to happen on Bay. The excitement is going to be there. Junkanooers are going to be there. And the other one is with the participants themselves. I found that especially this time, when the competition is getting closer and closer and closer, everyone is suspicious. Everybody wants to be, they get a fair shake. And that is the big concern. And we continue communicating with the Junkanoo groups. I have a meeting with the Junkanoo groups themselves on Tuesday next week. We've already had one, and they're excited. They only want to know from me, Douglas, Hannah, am I going to get my fair shake? We're going to have too many biased judges. And the judges' course is continuing. Hopefully, by the end of the day, we have a good complement of the judges. Not everyone is going to be satisfied with everything, but we're going to ensure that it's fair. So I say to everyone, we are good to go. Junkanoo is going to be Junkanoo Plus.
All right, so we are ready for the greatest show on earth, in my opinion.
Yes.
And it sounds like we've made it even greater with a festival experience. Just remind us of those dates, please.
Well, from the 18th to January 1st. So it would be 7 festival days, inclusive of the Christmas Day Junkanoo Parade and the New Year's Day Junkanoo Parade. So I'm thinking, and don't hold me, 18th, 19th, 22nd, I can't remember the exact dates.
But we have
but we
week
have,
long.
and information will come out. Just log those dates in during that time, and it's nonstop activity, energy. So you get to be up close and personal with Junkanoo art as well.
We are looking forward to a week-long Junkanoo experience. Junkanoo is on. There's no problems. This is excellent news, I'm sure, for so many people. Thank you for coming on this morning to tell us
Thank you
all
for
about
having
it.
us.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.